Alright guys, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and especially if you enjoyed this video. Really do appreciate that. So a few days ago I I posted on my community post, and I wrote this, I asked this question. I said, the fuck, why hasn't Wilder announced the date and venue his rematch with Ortiz is? It's gonna be he posted it on Twitter almost a month ago. He was facing Ortiz next, so what is he waiting for? Is he scouting for another opponent? Is he trying to get Andy Ruiz's unification fight? What is this dude doing? And I basically was saying that, you know, I think it's kind of strange that it's been a month since Deontay Wilder posted on his Twitter that he was going to be facing Luis Ortiz next, and he still hasn't announced the venue and the fight date that this supposed fight with Luis Ortiz and himself, this supposed rematch, is going to happen next. Now, if you guys remembered, as soon as Deontay Wilder knocked out Dominic Breazeale, everybody wanted him to fight Anthony Joshua, of course, right? Now, he knocked out Dominic Breazeale back in May 18th, right, at the Barclays Center. And of course, Anthony Joshua was scheduled to face Andy Ruiz June 1st. Now, at that particular time, everybody thought that Anthony Joshua was just going to beat Andy Ruiz Jr., including myself. We thought Anthony Joshua was just going to beat him, defend his belts. So, since Wilder didn't have a fight lined up, I was thinking, all right, maybe now we could get the Joshua versus Deontay Wilder fight. Although, you know, I knew that Wilder was going to duck him from the start because of the fact that he was not fancying a fight with Joshua at that particular time. And then, like, not even a week later, Deontay Wilder goes on Twitter and he basically announces that, this was like May 25th, he basically announces that he's going to be fighting Luis King Kong Ortiz. And that pissed me off because he was basically blocking off the Anthony Joshua fight. I remember I was thinking, you know, why doesn't he wait for the results of Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz? I made a video saying that. Why doesn't he wait for Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz winner and then see if he could fight the winner? Why does he immediately announce that he's fighting Luis Ortiz next? I felt that that was like a duck move on his part. And a few people left comments actually saying stuff talking about that. They were saying, like, this guy say it was a smoke screen to stop AJ calling him out after his fight. You stupid thick bastards. He should have waited a week. Now he looks like a fucking coward. So he's basically saying that obviously, had he not announced the Luis fight immediately, that if Joshua would have beaten Andy Ruiz, everybody would have been saying, hey, you got to fight, you know, I guess putting pressure on Wilder, saying, hey, you got to unify with Anthony Joshua. But he wanted to immediately fight someone like Luis Ortiz. I just think that, but obviously Joshua ended up losing. I just think that it's kind of odd that it's been a month since Deontay Wilder announced he was going to fight Luis Ortiz next, and he hasn't done it yet. I'm trying to figure out what is he trying to do. Since Andy Ruiz, you know, the WBA and the WBC have been trying to force, basically trying to bypass Anthony Joshua's immediate rematch with Andy Ruiz Jr. And because they want to try to have a unification with Andy Ruiz Jr. and Deontay Wilder. Now, of course, Deontay Wilder is with the PBC. Andy Ruiz is with the PBC. So could it be that maybe Deontay Wilder is not announcing his rematch with Luis Ortiz right away because he's trying to get a unification fight with Andy Ruiz? You know, this is boxing. A lot of times things like this happen out of nowhere. A fight gets made like this. Like you just hear breaking news. Deontay Wilder facing Andy Ruiz Jr. Because behind the scenes, these dudes are doing negotiations, these boxers. So could that be it? Somebody left a comment telling me that maybe he feels that, you know, Luis Ortiz is a threat. I don't think so at all, because he saw the scare, or maybe it scared him when he saw Anthony Joshua get upset against Andy Ruiz Jr. I don't think Ortiz I don't think Deontay Wilder is afraid to fight Luis Ortiz. I think he knows what he's getting himself into. I think Luis Ortiz doesn't have the youth to be able to beat Deontay Wilder. And I think Deontay Wilder's going to actually knock him out quicker. I picked Deontay Wilder to beat him quicker. But I just think it's odd that he has not announced his fight with Luis King Kong Ortiz, his rematch with Luis King Kong Ortiz. There's also people going around saying that he might fight Tyson Fury next. Instead of, everybody keeps saying next year, 2020, he might just fight him next. So it looks like Mr. Luis Ortiz might not get the Deontay Wilder rematch next. Now, obviously, I could be totally wrong. Maybe next, we hear official Deontay Wilder facing Luis King Kong Ortiz, but I just think it's kind of iffy that they're not announcing this fight immediately. I feel as if they're trying to negotiate a fight with someone else for Deontay Wilder. Maybe a unification fight with Andy Ruiz Jr. or maybe even a fight with Tyson Fury. But yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.